Baruwa community is located in Alimosho local government area of Lagos State, and residents in this area depend largely on water wells and boreholes for their water needs. But Baruwa is also a host community of NNPC pipelines, which has contaminated their sources of water with petroleum hydrocarbon due to leaks, a situation made worse by pipeline vandals. For several years, residents in the community have battled with contaminated water and its attendant health complications.
The water situation here is very bad. The thing started in 1988 when the petrol entered the system, the water. So since that time, it has been like that. If you fetch it now, you'll be spending the petrol. So that's the situation.
This problem caught the attention of some senior students of Jakonde Estate Comprehensive Senior College, Abeson, Ipaja. The students first make a trip to the community to see the extent of the problem. Took water samples and then went back to their laboratory to find a solution. Based on their research and series of tests, they realized the water samples retrieved from Baruwa community defies the World Health Organization standard for quality water.
This is the water we got from Baruwa. We did a test on it, and it also showed that it had a pH of over 8.5. The pH stands for the potential hydrogen ion. We also did another test which stands for the total dissolved substance. Total dissolved substance stands for the different sand and solid particles which have been dissolved in this water, and we got a shocking total dissolved substance of about 175. Here is it, based on the test we did in Unilag. Our conductivity also does not also agree with the World Health Organization standard of 1.2 times 10 raised power 3. Ours is about 0.1 times 10 raised power 3. So all these tests confirms that this water is not suitable for drinking.
Bearing in mind Sustainable Development Goals 3 and 6, which are about good health and well-being and achieving clean water and sanitation for all, they decide to get to work. They come up with their own water purification process called ultrafiltration, using materials available to them.
Based on our research, we noticed that there are different microbes present in this water, most of which are oxidants. Oxidants which have been added during the refining process of the petroleum products. So the idea is for you to add 0.5 gram of moringa oleifera seed into 500 milliliter of petroleum polluted water. Then stir for 1 minute and allow to settle for 1 minute for maximum antioxidation to occur. You have the sand and the gravel. The idea behind this is that, based on our research, we discovered there are different small sand particles in it. Now, this sand has a charge, and the particles in here also has a charge. Once that charge is different, there will be a force of attraction. So instead of that charge penetrating through it, instead of that particle penetrating through it, the sand will absorb it. This is what we call the granular activated charcoal. So now I'm going to open my tap. Looking carefully here, looking here at this part, the water we are getting here was definitely different than what we actually added before it. Now the idea behind it is that once the water gets in here and we allow it to pass directly, the activated charcoal would have not performed the absorbing capacity enough. So you have to wait and allow this go for just 5 minutes. So after 5 minutes, we would open up our tap here, and the water that will be coming out here would definitely be what? Free of color and odor. This activated charcoal here would also be trapped on the surface of this sand in order for it to avoid penetration through the sand. After that, the sand would release the water into this cotton wool. So having done that, our product would be a pure drinkable water.
But the team does not stop there. They go ahead to ensure the water is completely clean and drinkable with their own distiller.
After passing our water, our petroleum polluted water, through the ultrafiltration process, this is the result we got. And this result is not 100% drinkable for residents around Baruwa area, which is why we decided to introduce the distillation process. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So when this water boils, it is going to go out as vapor, which is why we decided to condense the water. As you can see, there are drops of water, meaning that the water is already condensing, giving us a pure water to drink. Okay, so this is the water we collected after condensing, after distilling water. So now, our water is ready for drinking. So as you can see, I tasted the water. The water it has no taste, no color, and no odor.
The students then decide to simplify the ultrafiltration process by creating a Natrifier.
Okay, so based on everything we have done, we decided to create a Natrifier, which is also an ultrafiltration system containing everything we have just emphasized. So we are going to add our petroleum polluted water to it, as if we are pouring. So we have our gravel, the granular activated charcoal, the sand, and the cotton wool.
Students have seen opportunity, and we are presenting tasks to them. They know that if I'm involved in this task, there's likely to be a headway for me. So that is an attraction. We have an attraction part where we get the student excited about what they can do with their hands, and what they can become, and what that can bring to their table. So when we discuss this opportunity, we show them through visuals and through the TV and our phones. They are excited to go extra mile. The parents are supportive, and with the help of God, we've been able to drive their interest towards learning, ensuring that they are more focused in the academics, and these are giving us a lot of results in the school.
It took the team 3 months to finish this project, and this final prototype would need to be improved upon before it can be put to use. But they believe that with the right support from the government, they will be able to profile a long-lasting solution to the water crisis plaguing Baruwa community.